Hi dear students, how are you? I hope you're fine. Today we're going to talk about the area of parallelogram, trapezoid, triangles and also the circles. So let's start. We have here, can we see this is a parallelogram? It's a kind of polygon. The area of the parallelogram is what times what? Remember, it's base times height. So I'm going to take the base here, which is 10, times this height, which is 6. The height, remember, must be perpendicular, and we can call it also altitude. I have here, so when I calculate here the area, so it will be 10 times 6, which is 60. The area will be centimeters squared because I have here two dimensions multiplied by each other. What about the area of triangle? We have to remember and study well all of these here rules. The area of the triangle, okay, let's look back here to see how can I find the area of triangle. The area of the triangle, we can have this one. This is what? This is a parallelogram. I can divide the parallelogram into two triangles. So the area of the triangle, what do you think? Half of the area of the parallelogram. So I can say it's half what? Half base times height. So I'm going to say half base, this is the base, times the height here. The height must be perpendicular 90 degree. You know that we have three types of triangles: acute, obtuse and right angle triangle. So this is acute. Acute, you will find the altitude or the height inside the triangle and must be 90 degree here to give you this altitude or height. Half base times height, it means that half of 101 times 231. What about here this? Okay, let's see together before going to the trapezoid. We're going to have the three kinds here of triangles. This is what? This is right angle triangle. The right angle triangle, you will find here the altitude or the height on the triangle. It's one side of the three sides of the triangle. In which type? In the right angle triangle. So the height here is 6 feet. So I say half times 19 times what? Times 6. What about the next here one? We have, this is an acute triangle. This is acute. You'll find here the height inside, which is 5. Half times what? Times base times 5, the here altitude or height. What about this here one? This is what? This is an obtuse triangle. Obtuse triangle means that one of the angles of the triangle more than 90 degree, less than 180 degree. So what should I do here? I should know that the height outside the triangle. So in the obtuse triangle, you'll find the height or the altitude outside the triangle. So it will be half times 22 times 11. Okay, guys. So we can have here the area now of the trapezoid, which is very easy too. In that trapezoid, we can find what? Base 1 and base 2. We can see here that we have two bases. So I'm going to calculate for the two bases. Okay, so we know that it's half base 1 plus base 2. Okay, times what? Of course, the height. So if I have here this problem, I have it here very easy one. Half multiplies base 1 plus base 2, right? Bravo, times the height, which is 8. Right? Is it easy? I think it is. So I have here 15 times 8 times half. It means what? It means here divided 2. Let's have another kinds of questions. Here we have the rule of the circle. So we can find here, this is the circle. This inside the circle you'll find the diameter, which here passes here. What passes? The center of the circle. And I have here from the center of the circle to any point, a segment from the circle of a circle of the circle to any here point on the circle. This is called radius. Remember, the radius is half of the diameter. So the diameter is 2 radius. This is important to know. Of course, this is important to know. The circumference. What about the circumference? The circumference of a circle is the product of what? Is the product of 2 radius multiplies pi. Or I can say radius here. I can say it here, radius times, okay, sorry, 2 again. 2r times pi. And instead of 2r, what should I write? I can write also diameter pi. So because diameter here equal to radius, diameter here equal to radius, so I can say circumference is pi diameter or 2 pi r. This is the circumference. Finding the circumference of a circle, let's have an example about what we took. Find the circumference of the clock. Here, use here 3.14 for pi. Guys, pi equal 3.14. Okay, so remember this, or we can say 22/7. So I have here the circumference. Here is what? We know the circumference rule. Yeah, pi diameter. So what do you think here? You have here, this is 25. The diameter here is 25. So pi times 25, 3.14 times 25. Okay, choosing here approximation when the radius or diameter of a circle is divisible by 7, use the 22/7, okay, instead of pi. So let's have an example to see. Find the circumference of the circle, use 22. He asks you to use 22/7 instead of 3.14. So I have here circumference equal what? Circumference equal 2 pi r. Why did you use 2 pi r, not pi d? Because it's given here just the radius. So I'm going to say 2 times 22/7 and instead of pi times 21. Why? Because we can here do what? Simplify. Divided by 7, 1, divided by 7, 3. So this is more easy. 2 times 22 times 3 will give you 132. The circumference is about 132 inches. Remember, we have something here called also the area. The area of a circle. The area of a circle is pi r squared. This time we have another what? We have another here rule. Pi r squared, not 2r. So let's have an example to show you. To find the area of a circle at the top of the page, used here, he asks you to use 3.14 for pi and 3 for radius in the area formula. So he gives you the radius for what? It's given with 3. So pi this time like this given, and here it will be like this. 3 power 2 or 3 squared means what? It's not 6, it's 9. It means 3 times 3, so it will be 9. 9 times 3.14, ignore the decimal point, then multiply them by 9 and then put the decimal point. Let's have here example 2. Finding the area of a circle. The central performance area at the circus is a circular ring having a diameter of 42 feet. So we have the diameter here, 42 feet. Find the area of the ring. First of all, what's the rule of the area? Pi r squared. I don't have here r, but you have the diameter. So the r equal, the radius equal diameter over 2. So it will be 42/2, which gives you 21. So the radius now is 21 feet. Okay, we can substitute here in the, yes, we can substitute, guys, in the rule. Pi r squared, and this is 21. It's divisible by 7, so I'm going to use 22/7. Okay, because this is divisible by 7, divided by 7, 1, divided by 7 gives me what? Divided by 7 gives 21, divided by 7 gives me 3. So it will be 22 times 3 squared. Okay, guys, 3 squared means what? Means 9. So multiply them together, it will give you the answer. Okay, let's solve this together to make sure you understood this. 22/7, we have here 21 squared. It means that 21 times 21, right? Right. So I have here to simplify. Divided by 7 gives me 1, divided by 7 gives me 3. So I will here multiply here the 3 items together. 22 times 3 times 21, this gives you 1386. Remember to make this, to open this like this, 21 times 21, because 21 repeated 2 times. Okay. Okay, guys, by this we have covered this lesson. I hope you understood it. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.